We've got some off-price crack toys to miles and miles of carpet tiles, TVs, deep freezing David Bowie LPs, pool games, gold chains, what's the names, and now to put some Trevor Francis track seats from a mush and shepherd's bush, no income.
Go on then, do the intro.
I don't want it anymore. You said I'm not. You sacked me after one. It's not interested.
It's always one of those with the intro. You kind of you need to ease into the episode. Even people say I look comfortable on camera, I still feel like I need that couple of minutes to get into it.
The intro is to let things settle. Like the first touch in the game, you need to get a touch, get a good pass.
Yeah, imagine your first touch in the game's terrible. Your intro
imagine
is
your
everything.
intro now is going to be terrible, and then you're just done.
We actually lost subscribers the day that I give it to you to do the intro. That's why I sacked you.
That's fair enough, mate. It's a results-based business.
Well, how we been, boys? We all good?
All good.
Mate, I've had a good morning. I've had a bit of physio this morning on the back.
Yeah.
Things flicked up. Yeah, some of them sucker things. I look like I've been attacked by an octopus.
Yeah, you did show us earlier.
Yeah, and a little bit of I had a salmon poker bowl.
Oh, that's very unlike you.
That's how I'm living today, mate. Don't worry about this cheese and tomato sandwich.
Did you
I've
make
moved up in
that?
the world.
Make
no,
that?
no. Bought it.
Boy,
Yeah. Nice little. I got treated to lunch actually, so I'm happy.
Pony Boy, great place.
Excellent place.
Great
Food
place.
was awesome.
I
Very
normally
nice.
Do the grilled fish.
Yeah, it was busy.
Decent.
A lot of people eating.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
For a
good.
vegan, that's a funny.
Listen, I always say to people, I'm vegan, but I do fish once a week.
I did the same.
Are you the same? There you go.
Not once a week, but once a year.
Yeah. Fish, I'm a little bit more give and take. I'll have a bit of fish.
I've been buzzing for this podcast anyway all day.
Yeah.
Transfers. What is it? Transfers.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi.
I feel a bit lost. I had research and you've taken it off me.
Yeah,
Can I have it on the desk, please?
You can have your little notes.
You robbed it off him.
Here we go.
I want to know.
I feel proper. I feel proper now. We're going to talk about the Saudi Arabia League because there's been a lot that's been said, and as we said off camera, there's good and there's bad bits for the football in Europe itself. But with the sport that goes on, boxing, football, it's funny. I find it funny how like England and Europe always feel so threatened. But I said to Jay the other day, Chicky, like, so Gary Neville, I'm going to read his quote of what he said. So he said, the Premier League should put an instant embargo on transfers to Saudi Arabia to ensure the integrity of the game isn't being damaged. Checks should be made on the appropriateness of the transactions. If it comes through that process, obviously transfers could open up again. But I do believe at this moment in time, transfers should be halted until you look into the ownership structure at Chelsea and whether there are beneficial transfer dealings that are improper. Now, for me, it's like there's stuff that's been happening in England. You look at Man City and the trouble that they're going through with financial fair play. Countries could have done that to England, right? So why Saudi Arabia?
I think there's actually laws for this stuff already, like fair play in teams. You can't spend X amount already.
Yeah,
so
it's financial fair play rules, right?
Did they? I don't know this. I haven't done my homework on it. But do they apply it in Saudi? Do they have rules like the Premier League have on?
Assuming it's probably is that
FIFA?
FIFA?
Is that FIFA?
Well, they've got
FIFA
similar
rule?
things in Spain. Barcelona are having trouble with
their one.
wages and bits and pieces.
So I imagine that rule there would protect.
It would be FIFA, right? FIFA.
You can't think it would. Well, it depends on like how you earn, right? So I think the idea is you've got to earn a certain amount to be able to spend a bit, and it's to protect the club from going under. But if you've got backers that are, in the club and they've got endless money that they can put in through whatever channels, surely that won't apply to them.
Yeah, I think there's.
I don't know how the club. If you were given that, or you have to.
I don't think
you
you can just.
earn it,
You
like
you
sell
can't. Mate, you can't just dive into your pocket,
big
can
names,
you?
though,
Can't just
making
dive
money
in your
off
pocket.
big transfers. Like you think of what you'll make off shirt sales of Benzema, Ronaldo, Instagram followers, and it's interesting. One of the things on Sky they talked about the state wanting it, so it's obviously government or ran by the people that run the country want this to happen as well.
Yeah, it's
so you think
it's a politically
driven thing, to build up the tourism and the interest in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
So they're doing it in all sports.
So what Gary Neville is basically asking for is that there's a financial fair play across the board to protect.
I think it's.
I don't want to see what happened in golf. That's for sure. I don't want to see what happened in golf happen in football, where
split and came
well,
together.
they were giving people 500 million to do the same thing.
Yeah.
exactly the same thing. 500 million just to come across. So
Yeah.
they're doing that in soccer. I don't know. I don't really want to see that, but at the same time, if they're gonna do it, you can't. If there's no longevity there, it will fall apart.
They reckon they're in it for the long run. So they had it in China where they went big on wages for a while, and then they put in those sanctions and caps and bits because the government didn't like that.
Yeah.
Money going out of China with the players and stuff. So they stopped it. But these guys seem in it for the long run.
They
Like one
want it.
thing is they don't do things by halves.
No.
If they're doing something, they're going all in and all out. And like you said, it's not the money's there, right? The money's there. They want to build in different revenue streams outside of oil, tourism, sport. It's a good way to do it. It's a good way to shine good light on the place as well.
But also with going back to the golf, they said they were going to do it. PGA were like, yeah,
Go
all
and have a
right.
go. But then,
And they
but
did
so
it.
dare them,
Hey,
mate.
don't
you
dare
see,
them.
you
They will
see,
do it.
The same thing is though, yeah. FIFA and all that is just one entity. So like, why can't someone just start up another entity, the same sport, and charge whatever you want, do it however you want? It's only competition. UFC's the same with
Monopoly,
Bellator,
obviously,
with
right?
yeah.
They've
So
obviously
anyone
got
could
all
do
the
it.
people tied in.
Why don't Saudi like when they start their own?
You can have breakaway leagues, can't you? You can set up.
They tried to do that, didn't they?
outside of FIFA. That's happened. I think that happened in Indonesia. They split the leagues or something, and some were
In where?
sanctioned. Indonesia.
Right.
I had a mate that played there, and he was with one of the teams. They split it, I believe, from what he's told me. And they had sort of a sanctioned league and a non-sanctioned league, and obviously they could regulate themselves. And his contract was with FIFA, and they had some issues with payments and bits and pieces. So I don't know. It all got resolved.
It starts to get messy.
It gets pretty messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you blame the players that go over there?
For what?
Well, you've got. So again, I'm gonna
Throw that back at you.
I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another quote, right?
What-
Jamie Carragher,
some
what he
reason-
said
is
about
this some-
Bernardo Silva. So Bernardo Silva is in his peak years and has been one of the best players in Europe for the last 5 years. I wasn't worried about the Saudi league taking players in their 30s. A touch worried with players below the elite. Neves, he quoted for Wolves.
Yeah.
But if this one happens, meaning Silva, he feels like it's a game changer. Now, obviously, I think there's a stage where players get to a point in their career where they're older, they go to the US, they do whatever, and no one really cares because they're at the back end of their career. So I don't think anybody would begrudge players that are at the back end of their career
it's
going
like
to
they've
finish.
earned it, right?
But all of a sudden, if players that could be playing at the top level coming into their peak years like Bernardo Silva start going,
Yeah.
It's annoying, mate.
then this is the thing.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But so-
annoying.
but-
So it
it-
depends on how, like, if all the top players go there, like you said, there's loads of names on that list of top players. How many more top players do they need until it is actually a top league? So we're paying to watch the Saudi league. So I watch the Spanish league a little bit of Germany, bit of, the Premier League, some Serie A, because they're the best leagues, they're the best
Yeah,
players.
yeah,
If all the best
100%.
players are here,
Yeah, you're
how
gonna
long
go
is it
watch
before
it.
I'm going, well, I'm watching the
100%.
Saudi league?
But this is the danger. This is why people are so against it, because we want it to still be Premier League's the most watched league across the world. We all want it to be the same. We want it to stay the
So
same.
you say there's not room for one more league of top players? There's not
Yeah,
enough?
that's
Well,
That's what you're.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
diluting the quality,
Yeah.
right? You're going, okay, we've got all the best players here and there, but now we're diluting it. There's two ways of that. One, yeah, okay, the players are going to be spread out. Maybe the competition not as good, but it will make the competitions closer. If you look at we can already name probably the top 3 teams in Spain that are most likely going to win the league. In the Premier League, it's 1 of 4 or 5.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's PSG in France, Munich, mostly in Germany. If they lose their better players, then you might see this is a good chance for those other clubs to catch up. But the money, if you're selling a player for large money, or you're getting a player with massive wages off the bill, like you saw the Bale thing, like no one could sign him. He was happy at Madrid, not playing. No one could pay those wages, where these guys could. Real Madrid will take that wage and invest in the next young top player, another Brazilian coming over who's the next wonder kid. So I think you'll just see the money will just be they'll come out. The clubs will then use that to get more younger top players, and they'll produce them again.
Yeah, in instances like that.
Saudi Arabia producing top players straight away with the youth structures and stuff. That will take some time.
they won't
That's a
care.
process.
So they're going to have to bring in, and from these, you might just see more opportunities for players at these European clubs come through.
The good thing would be if they paid top money for these players, but they don't. They get them on frees. They get them on. They get them on,
but you've got to
they
look
get
at
them
the
on free,
wages, right?
And then they give them mad
what's
wages.
50 million when the guy's earning, 200 million over 4 years? You know what I mean? Like some of the wages now for these players, like look at what Hazard's on as well. Like that wage alone is a transfer fee. Once you add that up, that's a huge amount of money.
Okay, so to go back to your question, right, in terms of players, so let's say Bernardo Silva, who is more than in his peak, right, and got the chance to win Champions League, anything he wants, right? People will look at that and go, if he chooses to go to Saudi, the reasoning would be for money, right? Because the Champions League is history, it's legacy. Yep. If he was to go, let's use him as an example. Do you blame him?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. I blame him.
Yeah, look, they earn such phenomenal amounts of money already. It's not like you're going, right, I think there was a quote, one of them are, to support my family. I'm like, mate, you're a top Premier League club. You got bought for 40 million before. Like, you're supporting your family better than people 99% of the world.
There's people in the NPL probably send money home and support their family.
Yeah.
So but he wants to build a village. He wants to build a village where he's from.
Yeah, I guess if that's if that's your dream and you need and you've got
Bernardo,
an idea, then
Silva is from Portugal.
I know, but I'm playing devil's advocate in the sense of saying like
there won't be a player gone for no reason.
Okay,
right? So they've all got a reason for going. But Silva, what do you put him for? Like being one of the top players in the world, playing in the top league, winning everything, winning Champions League, or do you want to look at your bank balance?
Earning 250
grand
a week.
Which one means more to you? That's the thing. Like, how many footballers are earning good money outside of football?
But
Flamini's a billionaire or something now out of renewable energy.
Yeah,
like because they've got money to invest in things if they're smart afterwards. Like there's a lot.
You don't have to be smart. You could go to Saudi and just get unlimited money.
Look,
there's a side of it where I go, I'm playing devil's advocate, right? But there's some players that might not honestly, if they've won a few things, might go, don't give a shit. I just want to go and stack money for 3 or 4 years.
Sports where they've dominated, they've just gone and fucking won everything. Kind of just going to cruise through and that's it. I'm not going to get to that elite level, push myself there when I don't need to. I've done it all.
So annoying.
Yeah, you got to. It depends on the individual's motivation. I wouldn't like to see, until the league's probably one of the strongest leagues, which it probably will end up if they continue down this road. I wouldn't want to see a player in their mid-20s just go for the finances, Like, surely you can still go there in 4 years if you're still a top player.
Of course you can.
You know what I mean? Like, that won't be the last offer he gets from that league if he's playing well and he's fit.
Yeah. It is, this is random, but Oscar, is he still in China?
Exactly.
He just went?
Exactly.
Like, never heard anything of him again.
Exactly.
There's a handful of players I can remember from there that went over and made a load of money and there's no coverage.
Yeah, I'm still.
When was the last time you watched a Chinese game? I know, obviously, in that part of the world, they're probably watching it all the time, but we're not.
Nah, they're not. I'm sulking about Arnautovic still. Remember at West Ham, Arnautovic. He was unbelievable.
Where did he? I didn't even know where he went.
Went China.
Did he?
Went China. He was.
How old would he have been? He'd been.
He was 20. He was 29 when he went.
29. It depends how long you're going to play too. Right? We're getting used to seeing players late 30s.
Yeah.
And that is rare. Like for everyone, like those greats that are in the late 30s, there aren't that many when you like actually think about it. You know what I mean? Especially from the lower levels. So if you're going to retire at 20 to 33, that's your last contract 4 years, right?
True.
The one that I was laughing about this, N'Golo Kante, because they always say like he's like dead modest and drives a Mini Cooper and that.
Yeah,
he can't be. He's got to get
that Mini Cooper.
He's got to spend some
serious
money.
rims, spoiler, it's got hydraulics.
He's got
the Mini Cooper the world's ever seen. It's on max power and everything.
Like runs to training and that drives a Mini Cooper. He's got to change that now, isn't he? Surely with the wage it's going to be on.
If you look at his last few years as well, injury hit massively. Like that guy's got some kilometres on the clock.
Yeah, he's
the way he's played, he's been combative. He's chucking out big kilometres every game, and his body's letting him down. To go into a league where there's less probably physical demand, where he doesn't probably if he doesn't train on Monday to Friday, he's playing. He's a big guy. He's one of our key players. I don't know how many games are in the league, but I'm assuming they're not in as many competitions as those top teams that do Europe and both cups. So that for him is probably, it might just be going, look, I am at the end. This is my retirement. I'm going to go there for 2 years and be start of something that's big, right? Remember when Beckham went to the MLS? That was early, but he sort of revolutionised the MLS, made loads of money out of sponsors, Adidas and things like that, and
what
built
age
the
is
football there.
Kante? What age is he?
I think he's maybe 30, 31.
What age is he actually? What? Kante.
I don't know. N'Golo Kante. Are you googling it?
I was gonna.
He's
Yeah.
going to check it.
Just wait.
We're going to take your word for it anyway.
don't
You
take my
sounded
word for it.
unsure.
23. You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about the right
No,
player.
you might be right. He's 32.
32. So yeah, 32 with the injuries he
time
had.
to
He's
go,
probably going.
isn't it? Yeah.
I'm going to go there, make a bit of money. I can invest that
Yeah.
in some. But at the same point, you know, I'm the start of the new Super League. I'm one of the first players that did it. You know, I helped build this league, this infrastructure.
And you
this-
get
helped
paid
build
for
this
that as well,
country.
don't you? You get paid extra for that, like the
And
golfers
you might be
did.
looking at coaching jobs after and going, I can coach there, and you know,
That's true.
they're the type of.
I'd imagine he'd be the type of player that should go. Kante is the type of player.
I don't think anyone's bothered by players of his age. You know, the points you made there were fair, Chicky. I don't think anyone's overly bothered about them ones.
and he's
Well,
won
they
everything
disappear
too,
anyway. They disappear anyway.
Yeah.
So why not go make that league better at the age of 32? Remember when Iniesta just fucked off?
Yeah. Yes, in
Iniesta,
Japan.
bro, he was playing in most random places. Give him a league like that to go play in. Perfect.
You also got to
Perfect.
think like some people, you know, the idea of living in a different country as well, going somewhere, you know,
Yeah.
playing, living in a different country,
it's
that type of stuff. You know,
a bit
new
bougie,
challenge.
innit? It's a bit
Like,
different.
If you've been battling away in the Premier League and you've done everything for like 6, 7, 8 years, you might just say, you know what, I want something different. I want a different competition. I want a different
Sun,
culture. Yeah, like, you know, all those different things.
So what about managers, Gerrard, who's a young manager?
Perfect.
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 You reckon?
Perfect.
Why?
I reckon he'd get so much resources, it'd be crazy. I reckon even just like people, eyes, it's just eyes. Like when he went to the Scottish Prem, it was only eyes, isn't it? It's eyes that got him the move to the Premier League. And
It
going
was
there
when
is
did he move to? He only moved like last year,
year before
year before, was it? He went
to Villa, yeah.
So it's not.
And
not
where's he
long.
gonna Where's he gonna go? What do you reckon? The Championship's a better move than maybe going Saudi.
How respected if he does well in the Saudi league? How long is it going to take till
That's
somebody
true.
actually goes, all right, come and do
That's
it?
true. How do you know if he's doing a good job
That's my only
or a
issue.
bad job? How do
The
you know?
hard
Yeah.
part's judging the levels, right? But then when you sign
That's
a
true.
player from overseas, you look at it and you're going, all right, it looks great or whatever, but what's he playing against? You know what I
don't
mean?
know,
So
yeah.
again, it comes down to how many actual players go. Because at the minute we're looking at a couple of superstars, 2 or 3 in each team, max. The rest are still the players that we haven't heard of before in the global game as such. I'm sure there's some great players there, but like I don't know them. You know what I mean? Yet we could name Prem players, you know, all those leagues we spoke about. But yeah, it depends on how many of them go there. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm guessing Steven Gerrard's going to want to, I would imagine, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I'm going to imagine that he wants to come back to Europe and be managing at Champions League, Liverpool. I don't know. Maybe if he goes there and does well, there's always going to be a path for him at Liverpool. Maybe he knows that. I don't know, but
Imagine how much
doing
money
well.
he's going to get to go there. Crazy.
Yeah, look, it makes sense for him to look. You're better to be in work than out of work as a coach, unless you've won multiple titles and your name is like one of those guys that's known for winning things, and you can sit around and wait till the job you want. Gerrard's, like you say, he's been up there, come back down. He's not. What's he done? 3 or 4 seasons as a head coach, maybe
Floating now,
5.
isn't he?
So like he's still building his reputation. So what's wrong? Go there and win a league there as well. Won leagues in
so do you
countries.
think, would you say the job that he's just taken, do you want to say the name of the club?
Nah.
We should just put the little clip over of Steven Gerrard saying, honestly, a Scouser in Saudi has got to be one of the most entertaining things.
Give us your impression you gave us earlier.
There's no way I'm doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. I got this genius on TikTok, mate. That'll be everywhere. I'll be getting hammered. Saudi League for Gerrard or a championship job. What do you reckon's better for him to go to his next step? Or do you not think it matters? Because the pathway's going to be there to Liverpool anyway.
If you do what Company's done, then probably championship. But you've got to get the right club, the right resources. Like not all the champions clubs, like championship clubs are going to get promoted.
That's hard.
If you're going to go to one that's fighting relegation, that would be a tough gig. It comes down to the same question. Are you better off in a top league anywhere or battling it down in lower leagues and trying to get yourself up? I think probably both people have been successful doing both. There's not been too many British managers aboard. I mean, obviously, Robson was at Barca and Roy Hodgson has been a couple of clubs.
Yeah.
Steve McLaren, I think, been overseas. And Brendan Rodgers, not Brendan Rodgers, the guy that took over Chelsea, got sacked. Come from Brighton.
Graham Potter.
Potter. Yeah, I think he started off in one of the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
for a few years. So, like, you know, if you're getting a job where you're in top leagues and you're doing well, it's not.
Maybe you got to put. Maybe we're just a little bit disrespectful to Saudi because we've never took interest in it. It's never been a thing, and now it is. And like you said, there'll be good players that are playing in that league.
He's the first one.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the face of the league, and he won't be the last. You'll probably see more and more good managers go there, you know, as the league builds. So, but yeah, it's strange. It does feel weird when there's a younger guy, like he's young, starting his journey. How will he be perceived by other clubs? So say the Liverpool job came up. They've always talked about him having it one day. Legend. Klopp goes, right, I'm done. Comes out. Is that going to be a high enough level for Liverpool to go, you're our guy because you've done well there? That's the big question. That's where they're going to invest.
Well, I guess
money,
that is the question. If he's a championship side that he's doing all right, or is he in Saudi killing it? It's like a toss up anyway, like you said. So
I think you'd lose either way. If you're in the championship and the top coach, and you'll lose out to that coach. If you're in the Saudi league, then someone from Italy wants it, then you might lose out to that coach because they're deemed to be in stronger competitions.
Correct. Yeah.
Not really proven that you can do it at that level by going there at the moment.
We're talking of money in Saudi. Wilfred Zaha was in negotiations. It's now been called off because he's asking for too much money.
Do you know which club?
I don't, but I cracked up when I read it because how much must he have been asking for?
Well, we're assuming that they're all throwing massive money, right? I think on the transfer list there's like 4 clubs that so far have gone with big players. 4 or 5. So it's probably the same like most leagues. They're probably not all massive. I don't know, maybe like just the top 4 again are spending. So if it was one of the smaller clubs, maybe.
Now, but I can imagine
you want to play that it's a big club and he's just got it. What has he asked for?
I can imagine. Will Sahar as well. I can imagine
They've gone to him $1 million a week and he's gone, 5 million.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
We said off camera, there's the price you take because you want to go. Then there's that number you just throw out there because you're going, I don't want to go. But if they pay me this, I'll run around the streets naked, let alone play football, right? So they're probably going, he probably gave them a fuck you offer and just went, it's this, and gone, if they do come back with this, I'll fucking walk there.
I'd love to know the figure. I think he's got it in him to outlandish figure. I reckon he's got it in him.
Definitely.
It made me laugh. It just cracked me up.
You'll never know the figure. That's the crazy part.
I know.
Wow. I don't know. If you saw him, you'd be like, come on, just tell me.
What did you say?
What did you ask for?
It would be interesting to know for
a
sure.
plane and a boat. You know what I mean?
There's also been some interesting transfers before the season. To name a couple of the ones, the bigger ones, I guess, in the Prem, we've got Havertz from Chelsea to Arsenal, Mason Mount, Chelsea to Man U. Havertz is an interesting one because when it first come about, I was like, I don't know if I'm having that. But I reckon he'll be a good fit, and I reckon Arteta is the man to get him. And I think he'll play in his proper position there. It will suit him more.
What, 10?
What, Undergard deeper? Because he had a great season.
Yeah.
So someone's going to do that Xhaka roll 8 up and down when
Xhaka's gone,
Jenko comes inside.
Yeah.
So they're going to replace that. But then they brought in Rice, yeah?
Yeah.
Declan Rice. So you're going, where does he sit? Partey's gone. Partey.
He goes instead of Xhaka, doesn't he?
Havertz. That would be very attacking. There's a lot of work for Rice there. Do some doggies.
Yeah.
He's used to it at West Ham, isn't he?
He's ran around like a lunatic for a long time.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like you say, where will they play him? You got to think Saka's done there, different type of 9 to Jesus, someone bigger, a little bit more of a target to be able to hit. He can sit in behind someone like Jesus, and you can maybe play under that deeper. But they've gone big, and I like it. I've always felt like Arsenal have never really capitalised on success when they've had it. They haven't gone and spent massive. They've tried to create some players.
Messed around a bit. And
sort of messed around. A lot of players they took gambles on, like, this guy's got massive potential. We're going to get Henri Vieira, or we're going to get, who've gone by the wayside, been and gone.
This is massive. 330 grand a week, though. Highest player at Arsenal.
Who?
Havertz.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. He's got to be starting on that cash, ain't you?
Got to be.
I didn't know that. I must admit.
They were capped for ages, Arsenal, weren't they? They used to have a wage cap.
A lot of clubs used to have one. And then obviously when you go that big super signing, the super signings, they make I think they said when Ronaldo went to Juventus, the transfer fee was from the shirt sales, the Instagram went up millions. all that sort of stuff. They make a lot of money back on those big names. So I suppose that's what I said. The image rights that we're talking about. Players, like how much a player earns you from his image, getting a percentage of that for the player.
Do you reckon Havertz has got that?
He's a big star in Germany, isn't he?
Yeah.
I probably not, but based on the last couple of seasons not being amazing,
Like
last year for all Chelsea players.
I feel he's a
disaster,
good
right?
signing, and I do look at it and I go, I think he's a good fit for Arsenal.
It's the right age though too, yeah. And
Yeah.
you'll probably be still like, if you get your best years out of him, you'd still be able to cash in on him before
He's a
he's
great
30
signing.
and make a bit of money back.
Yeah.
Him and Declan Rice, great signings.
They're two
Great signings.
really top players at a good age.
Now they've improved Arsenal.
Yeah, well, that's just going to make them stronger, right?
Yeah.
Those you got to look at now. They're going Champions League, so this year obviously they weren't in. No, they weren't Champions League, were they? So cup competitions and bits and pieces, not as much now. They're going to be fighting on more fronts.
Definitely.
Times opportunities to make money. They got to probably bulk up the squad a little bit.
And like you said, Arsenal previously have kind of got to that stage where you're like, go on, kick, then kick, and they don't.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting to see them go, right, okay.
I think they've got a coach they generally believe in. Right?
Yeah.
He's came in, done it tough. There was people that will call him for his head. He's turned it around. He's got a philosophy and a style which is great to watch. He's slowly kept working on that, and as he's got the little pieces he needed, Zinchenko and other little signings, Jesus, they've got just better
away
and
and
better.
they
So
chipped
why
away,
wouldn't
yeah.
you back this guy?
Yeah.
If you're gonna he's in there. He's a bit of a legend there. He's made some great signings already. If you're not going to back him, then who are you going to back?
I think you can really see it with Arsenal, that gradual
I
build.
enjoy watching Arsenal
Yeah.
play now. Like, I actually go and ask, I'll have a little look because
For sure.
it's good football.
Yeah, he's done some
Young
something
players
special.
as well, like playing well. There's an attacking system, you know. Like he's definitely like you've got players there that he's getting the best out of. You know, there's a lot of young sort of English players there, and you're going, they're playing some the best football. Like Ramsdale looks brilliant. Saka's gone to another level.
Yeah.
Even Ben White playing at right back. You know, he's been brilliant this year.
Yeah.
So he's somewhere you'd want to go as well. You know, if you'd have said 3 years ago, Havertz will go to Arsenal, you'd be like, what?
Yeah. But now he's,
But now he's probably going, yeah, I fancy a bit of that.
definitely. He's dynamic. It will suit them.
Yeah, 100%. What was the other one you said?
Mason Mount.
Have you seen the picture of Mount when he's like 4 or 5 years old or something
Yeah.
playing in that Chelsea kit?
Yeah.
Have you not seen it?
No.
Like, he's tiny, like a young kid, and that was obviously when he joined. And when you see a player like that, you're like, surely he's at the club forever. That
You'd
age,
think
like
so.
it's like watching Trent leave Liverpool
Yeah.
or something like that. Just
Yeah.
shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen.
It just shouldn't happen. It's like they're the top player. Watching young players like leave, it just doesn't make sense because you're at a big club. It's not like you're like no offense West Ham, but if you're Rice.
Why'd you have to choose
you're
them?
Rice, you've been waiting for this move for about 4 years, just
you're
trying to
right.
get the right one.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean? Have I
you're
done
already
enough where
there.
you'll let me go?
Already there,
But when you're
yeah.
already there, like watching a young star just leave, like what Rashford leaving United, it'd just be like, what?
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, actually?
That shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't happen.
No, you're right. Should keep him for sure.
Do you think he'll do well at Man U?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do ya?
I really
I just can't.
they need a player like
Really
him.
like him.
Man U just don't excite me that much.
He'll
Like,
replace Ericsson because Ericsson done a decent job, but they need something long term for him.
He's got legs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you can Casemiro's in there now? You chuck maybe him in there with Bruno. Bruno will be your sort of flair. Casemiro will sit there, and Mount will roam and box to box. I
where
can't see him using him wide, so they're going to be because obviously got plenty of wingers.
where do you see Man U finishing? Are they gonna?
Top
So
four.
I reckon Arsenal, Man City are gonna obviously be the ones again.
Yeah,
Do you think Man U can?
I think they might get in that third, fourth spot. Yeah,
You reckon?
yeah.
Liverpool third.
I reckon Liverpool have strengthened that midfield a little bit with
Yeah, McAllister. Great signing.
Yeah,
You're buzzing off that one.
35 million, mate. That's a bargain.
yeah.
It's an
That's
absolute
an
bargain.
amazing transfer.
That's unreal.
And then obviously they got Dom, the Hungarian. Shozabol, is it? I can't
Domi.
say his name. Like, literally, my mate used to, because he was coming last year, he's like, you got to look at his player, he's great. I was like, oh, yeah, he's quality. What's his name? He's like, I was like, Dom the Hungarian.
Yeah, nah.
That's how I know him. But obviously signing him for 70 million, that kind of fixes that midfield.
Yeah.
Where they've got older with Milner and
Yeah.
Hayter hadn't really worked out. So I think they'll do well. And then obviously I reckon United, Ten Hag, I reckon that's your top four. And Chelsea with all those changes, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. with
Chelsea
those
have got to
changes.
rebuild.
They are like
players
good,
but that
in
takes
and out.
time.
23 players out.
They've made the most money on transfers out of everyone. I think it's like 231 million.
Okay.
That's
a lot
like
of those were cheap going out. It was like just get rid.
yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
like the first stages of going right. We've had a shitter.
How many
let's
players
just-
You
they
seen how
have,
much
though?
they're gonna sell? They will sell Lukaku for. They've said how much they'll sell him for.
Go on.
40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at Kubalay went for
West Ham.
15.
Take me West Ham for sure. Yeah.
West Ham.
Every player that comes available, I'm always like, Jay, West Ham's like, yeah.
Apart from
Cambridge.
Ward Prowse.
Ward Prowse?
No to Ward Prowse. Fuck you.
Ward Prowse would be good at West Ham, huh, Chicky?
no.
I like Ward Prowse, man.
At
I know
what?
you would
Mr.
like him.
Whippy, he scores free kicks, mate.
No.
Hey, you
mate.
need set piece takers, man. Big percentage of your goals.
He's good at tracking.
not
He's good
West
at
Ham's
tracking
goals.
runners as well.
Yeah, he's all on
Have
them
you seen him
runners.
track runners? You just don't.
Yeah, fuck you, no, mate.
Oh, he's a little slow, but he'll do for you.
Mate, he's fake Noble, and
He's your-
Noble was terrible.
He's your
You
new
can't
Dec-
say
he's
that
your
as a
new
West
Dec-
Ham fan.
he's your
It
new
hurts
Dec
me
Rice.
hearing you say that.
As
Noble.
your direct Rice replacement.
Imagine, imagine they bring a Ward Prowse for Rice. Oh
I
my,
don't
I'll
mind.
cry,
I think
man.
in the
I'll
right team,
cry.
I think he ain't bad. He's got some weapons. You know what I mean?
He's got a decent delivery on him, yeah, from a
Free
dead
kicks
ball.
are quality.
We've
One of
got
the best
no
in the
one
league.
that can head the ball at West Ham. We don't score from corner. So
You just signed Ogbonna for another year.
oh, we'll be all right there. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Maybe you'll get one of them
Yeah,
top four
fucking
spots.
Actually,
Another interesting transfer. I didn't know this happened till I started doing my research, as everyone can see. Ruben Loftus-Cheek to AC Milan.
Yeah, go with his mate Tamori.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tamori's done brilliant
And
over there.
it's been the best
I
thing
can't
for him.
believe he's not had more England call-ups.
Tamori, yeah.
Has to play for England.
He's got
to.
be in the squad, right? You got
At
to
least.
be involved. It's not like we're stacked with amazing centre backs. Like White's playing right side. Stones for me is quality, but he's been playing different bits as well. Maguire's had a couple of tough years.
Maguire,
You know, there aren't
Game
too.
West
That
Ham.
Colwell looks brilliant, the Chelsea boy. They just won the under-21s World Cup.
Yeah.
He played in that. He was awesome. But it's not like there's hundreds. You know, like when back in the day we had Ferdinand, Campbell. You know, all those Terry, like Carragher. You get like so many good centre backs.
Carragher.
We don't have. Yeah, I said that. We don't have that many. We don't have that.
Jolene
many
Lescott.
Yeah, Lescott quality.
Sorry, you were trying to be serious there, weren't you? Like,
Sorry, you couldn't see that on my face. So look, that's what I mean. So for him, you think he'd get more call-ups, right? Get
Yeah.
some more minutes.
No, he should do.
Dominate
oh,
over there.
100%.
He'll do all right over there, I reckon, Loftus-Cheek. Sometimes there's people. I often think there's a lot of players young players, they should get into Europe more. English
like
players
seeing
used to
it.
Stay in England a lot. And you're like, look what it's done for Bellingham, and like these guys go over there and play and be somewhere different. It
Yeah.
changes your career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Got
agree.
nothing to lose by it.
Bellingham in the 5 for Real Madrid.
Yeah, 5, huh?
I love it. Zidane.
I got my favourite signing as well. Other favourite signing, Jeffrey Lerma.
Oh, yes. Baller.
Do you know who he is?
Baller.
Jeffrey Lerma. Bournemouth.
He's a
Bournemouth centre
He's a winger,
midfielder.
centre mid.
He's signed for Palace.
I like him a lot. And I think that's a good fit for him.
Yeah,
I reckon
Palace
he'll
are
do
just-
quality there.
Palace. That's perfect. For
Yeah.
him. Perfect. I think that's a great signing. Other one as well. Brentford. Romeo Beckham.
Romeo, I saw that.
Where's
Has
he?
anyone ever seen? He was
Brentford.
in Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
anyone actually seen him play?
Undisclosed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whippy Minaj. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're born with whippage, surely.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no whippage, just don't play, kid. You ruin your dad's legacy. But
That'd
can
be
he actually
horrible,
do
innit?
anything
If
else?
he ain't got a whip.
Do you know what? I've only seen him play once,
When he
and it was
Arsenal
in
as a
that.
kid, huh?
It was in like a charity
Yeah.
game thing. But
Yeah. He put a free kick in that game.
I think he's something like that.
I remember watching like a little clip of him, and he whipped in a free kick.
Yeah, him and
It's
Bex were
decent, to
playing
be
in the
fair.
same team.
Nice. That'd be
Really
cool. wouldn't
emotional.
it? Charity.
What, you
So
or
for
he?
me,
Was?
for me, yeah. I was like, yeah, big game.
them two couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, but for me, it was emotional.
Zlatan was playing with his son, wasn't he? His son trained with AC first team.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That'd be
16 years old. They were training together.
Imagine someone says to Zlatan's son, "Wait, fucking pass me the ball, safe tight."
Yeah.
And Zlatan's just standing
or,
behind him.
or even
He's like
just,
his dad.
or even his,
Not having it.
even his son just wrapping it into Zlatan and telling him to hold it if it bounces off him or
That's
something.
what you touch out there. Fucking embarrassing. You know what I mean? Putting him in behind, run.
Yeah,
Hey, that'd be cool though, right? Rivaldo did it, I think, didn't he? I think he played with
Did he?
his son,
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, just
I know, I
this
mean,
is
more, there
another
wouldn't
one.
be many.
Another one. You see, who just signed for Bournemouth. He's actually a fucking quality player. Clivert's boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Justin Kluivert.
because he was
Roma.
yeah,
he's
and he
just
was
signed
doing
for
well
Bournemouth.
at one stage,
Yeah,
wasn't he? Like
mate, he was killing
flying.
it.
How old is he now?
23.
20,
Like
yeah,
that.
he's
young.
It's not
He's
that
Makes
old.
sense.
I remember the little
That'd be a good
Turan, his
signing.
lads are playing, aren't they?
Yeah,
Both Turan
he's-
boys, they're looking good.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played for France, didn't he?
Yeah.
In the
Who's
World Cup.
Clivert's boy signed for? Bournemouth.
Bournemouth? Did I say? I think
You
it
said
was,
Bournemouth,
yeah.
I think.
I reckon 1 second. He signed for Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Fair
not
enough.
bad.
Yeah, it's decent. And the other one as well, your mate Tielemans signed for free, didn't he, at Aston Villa?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
Villa's
great
good signing
signing.
for- yeah,
See, I
that's
don't
decent.
rate him.
For
I don't
Villa,
rate
it's
him.
decent, isn't it?
Nah, I think he's dead. Him and Ward-Prowse
He
should
had
go
a-
I
play.
like him.
He
Him
had
and
a-
Ward-Prowse should just go
he
play,
had
have a
a
little
point.
race,
I
have a
don't-
100-meter race. That'd be banter.
With me winning it.
Cheeky just come.
Just come
Hey, now
through.
you've had your treatment and
I haven't
that.
had my
Yeah.
treatment today. I'm not far off. True. You know what I mean? I might whip some balls tonight at training.
Hey, you'd make Ward-Prowse look like a truck.
Why do you hate Ward Prowse so much?
Oh, I just hate him, mate.
He's
he
got
just
a
looks like
whip.
a boffin. Do you know what I mean? He looks like a boffin. Just,
I haven't had that.
Hey, I called Hannah, my missus, a boffin the other day, and she's Aussie. Obviously, she's like, "What's that?"
Yeah,
I'm just
didn't even know what it is.
I was just like, yeah,
Google it. Was it?
I just said just Ward Prowse.
It's a good shout though. I reckon he was a boffin there.
Little boffin. I
Ah,
bet
but
he-
he's whip,
teacher's
mate.
pet.
You can't.
Yeah, you know he would have been the favourite going
Teacher's
all the way
pet.
through the academy, all the
Oh,
way through.
I
Because
bet.
he just wouldn't make a mistake, Mr.
Wouldn't he?
Clean.
Mate,
Had the
yeah.
same haircut
Yeah,
for
yeah. He'd be.
all
Wait,
his
do you know
life.
what? He'd be like Chicky, because Chicky when he was in a scholarship, he was in charge of all of his jobs. You know, like you didn't. You know,
Yeah.
like you had Jez George who'd come around and check him all.
Yeah.
He was your Jez George.
Was he? Were,
Yeah,
you,
so
were you
you-
that guy?
So when I was the captain of the team, basically we'd all did jobs, so everyone assigned jobs, and then I'd have to check them, then tell 80 they're good, and then we could go. So basically, obviously, if they didn't do them, and I went, yeah, it was on me. So like you,
I said
yeah.
that's stiff.
So there was a
minging.
bit.
That's
there was a
stiff.
bit.
It's the worst.
Well, no, you just had to go around and check properly. You can. But
Yep, he
to
said
be
they all
fair,
pulled together.
because all the boys wanted to leave. Like you do the gym, and the ones that finish the gym, they just come and help finish off the change rooms.
Right.
That's weren't. I
Because
say
like we're not,
like that.
no
with
one
us.
goes until they're all done, and I can't go to 80 until they're finished. So you can either sit there and wait for the other guys to finish, or you can help. And if, boys want to get out in the city, walk around with their wash bags.
Ward Prowse
Yeah,
is
I
doing
mean-
it all on his own. Ward Prowse would be walking around, fucking give me that.
If he
Everyone
come
sit
around,
down.
ain't good
fucking-
enough.
Yeah,
Ain't good
literally
enough.
he would. He'd be telling fucking
He
AD
was
Booth
strict on them, man. You got to make sure they were good. The jobs were
You had to,
important.
bro.
He-
That was one of the main things as a scholar.
Like you'd have little things. If you saw a piece of rock, like say you saw a coffee cup on the floor, if you walked past and didn't pick it up, even if it wasn't yours, it's like, why don't you pick it up? Oh, it's not mine.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
yeah.
decent babe just picks it up.
We-
And it was on those little bits.
We're going to do an episode on stories of the scholarship days because there's so many. But just to go in on that one where not allowed to leave and stuff. When Cambridge got to Wembley and I was in the youth team, us boys, all when we realised that we were winning and going to be going through to Wembley at the Abbey Stadium, we've whipped round to the Newmarket Road end. I was with Luke Berry. We've jumped over, invaded the pitch, and now I'm a Cambridge fan, so I'm absolutely buzzing, running on the pitch, blah blah blah. Jez has caught wind that the lads have done that. Obviously, it's not very professional, is it? Really, the youth team to be
yeah, it's not what
evading
it's
the
not what
police,
they've been
is
looking
it?
for.
Running through their way.
Yeah.
So Jez has
Rogue
gone.
youth team players running around pitches.
He's
yeah.
gone. No one goes. Everyone's going to clean the stadium. So you can imagine all the boys are raging this, like cleaning the stadium. I'm in the stadium. Don't care, mate. I'm singing.
We're going to Wembley.
Que sera, sera. Boys are fuming.
I'll clean
mate.
it twice.
Telling me to shut up, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Jez can kind of hear, and he's come out the tunnel and looked up, and he always had this thing for me where he goes, "All right, fair enough. Rogz is just Cambridge mad.
Yeah.
He just let me sing it." I was singing it the whole time. I didn't even care about. I was cleaning up everything. As you go,
You were like that behind the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love that.
Let's be
Love
honest, most
that.
youth team players are like, oh, I don't want them to do too well because they don't need us. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
true.
yeah, we don't really want them to get promoted. We don't need any of us. We're not that
Lose.
good. You know what I mean?
Should we do the kits?
Yeah, let's do the
I'm
kits.
excited for this. So what we're going to do, so everyone knows,
How long have we been going?
is we are going to go through all the home kits that have been released from the Premier League. We are going to rate them. We're going to give them a star out of 5. 5 is, what did you describe it as earlier, Chicky? 5 is like, did you say something?
No.
Creme de la creme? Something like that.
I was just probably speaking French. I do that sometimes. You know what I mean?
5 is the highest rating. 1 being the lowest.
I needed to clarify that. So you know
I'm
what I
also
mean?
going to clarify that you can give halves. So if you're a bit stuck between 2 and 3, you can give
That's very
2.5.
Switzerland of you. I think you got. No, I think you got to.
Do you want us to be bold?
I think you got to commit to a star.
All right,
It's
cool.
half star, quarter star stuff. Not having it.
All right.
Put your money where your mouth is. Say what you feel.
I hear you, mate. That's what we're about here at this podcast.
Here we go. Oh, that is a horrible kit.
Really? Right, so we're starting with Bournemouth. The way this is going to work, Chicky, because we didn't run you through this, is we're looking at them on the TV.
Yep.
I'm going to say the name, and then Jay, with his unbelievable editing skills, is going to put this up on the screen so all of our viewers can see. We're quite
Makes
cool
sense,
like
wouldn't
that.
it? If not, I was going to have to do a real detailed description. Of each you know, so it's got a base colour and then stripes. Big yellow logo.
I'm having this.
No
I like
colour.
simplicity, and I like Umbro kits.
Right.
AFC Bournemouth.
I've always liked those colours. AC Milan type feel. Yeah, they look nice.
Dandy
It's
Thunder.
simple. Yeah, Thunder. My first ever youth team was that colour too.
All right, we won't get into that. 4 stars.
I'm going 3 stars.
I hate it.
What do you hate about it?
To be honest with you, it sounds bad because I play for Dandy as well, but the stripe and the red and black just...
You're not having that?
Never enjoyed it. Umbro, not for me. Like West Ham have had
Do you know-
we've had Umbro kits done.
Did you ever do that thing as a kid when you coloured in a kit? Like
Yeah, of course.
that's
Design your own
basically
kit.
like anyone
Yeah,
can do
everyone
that.
does that. Exactly. That's
Yeah, but
what I mean.
I like the simplicity of it.
All right, it's got a round
Simple
neck.
thing.
That's
All right,
probably
you
the
hate
best
it. What do
thing.
you give it?
1 star.
One's one. That's harsh. that.
Can we
One
do
star.
half stars? Can we do half stars?
Well, Chicky said no.
Wow,
I said yeah,
so
but
we've got to
Chicky
be
said
bold.
no.
You can go no stars.
It's a bit harsh. No, it's
Between one of the two.
1 star.
1 star.
Arsenal.
Like the gold.
I'm going to go straight out there and say 5. Straight 5 for me.
Perfect kit.
Perfect kit, mate.
Perfect.
I think
kit.
that's unreal.
Wow. Even
I
with that
like the
badge on
gold.
it.
I like the gold.
Yeah.
I think the like zigzags that go down the shirt
Yeah,
is like a little bit retro-y.
Hey, zoom in on that
90s.
collar for me, bro.
You want?
Just
Like
double tap.
Mm.
See what's that? Because it's round neck with like some
Pretty
more.
much all round neck now,
But
though,
it's
right?
got some more around.
Not necessarily.
I like it. I like it.
I'm going 4 stars for
Yeah,
that.
4.5 star.
No
He's doing halves then.
Sorry, Chicky first. Yeah. 4.
You 2 4, yeah. Me
4.
5.
Yeah.
Is that a women's one?
Aston Villa. It could probably be, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Nah.
Is it just grip to the body? Is that what it is? Like a tight one?
I'm not sure. I like it, though. I do like it.
I don't.
Why?
I'm not a fan of. Is it Castor? How do you say it, Castori? I think it looks ugly, that logo. And the badge looks like the Chelsea badge.
Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah.
What is this? Is this Villa's new badge?
I really hope I've got it right.
I don't know what you put on the screen.
What the hell is that?
I'm just gonna quickly
Yeah,
Google it.
double, yeah.
It'd be funny if I've just got it wrong and that's like a random kit.
just
It'd be like a non-league South Shields kit or something. They're that colour.
Ashton Villa.
Aston Villas, yeah. Real estate companies.
Well,
Sunday
what you've also got when you Google them, right, is you've got
Villas.
like kit creator. So you got to be careful what's official. But I did check them.
No,
Yeah,
you're right.
There you go.
That is
You're
it.
right.
Ollie Watkins is in it.
You're right.
I don't like it. The badge looks like Chelsea's badge. Why have they done that?
Mate, you've ruined the whole thing for me. Pointing that out.
John Terry has gone to Villa and made them copy Chelsea's badge and then
Like
go
to
back
feel-
to work with Chelsea in the academy. I love
Like
it.
to feel a little
JT.
bit more at home.
That's
Could you change the badge, please?
That's crazy.
I'm giving that. I'm honestly going for the 2 things that are.
Has that got
I
like
really
a
don't like. I
different
don't
colour
like the
in it?
sponsor. I actually don't mind the patterns
sleeves?
on the kit. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 1 because there's too much that I just don't like about it. And they've nicked someone else's badge.
Yeah.
They're lucky to get 1 actually.
All right. Yeah, my initial thoughts were quite good, but now you've just destroyed it for me. So 2. You've completely persuaded me that I hate this kit.
Horrible kit.
2.
Horrible kit. V-neck should never be on a kit. V-neck
There are
terrible.
all these things that I'm not seeing.
And also claret. There's only one claret. That's a terrible.
I take it
claret.
back. I'm zero.
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 Bad badge.
Still 2?
Still 2, yeah.
BK8. What is that?
Yeah,
0. Go
terrible.
away.
Terrible.
Can't change.
I got a mate who loves the podcast, by the way. Living in Dubai at the minute, and he loves Villa. He's a big Villa fan. So sorry, bro. Sorry, mate.
More viewers lost.
Our only one.
We're only Dubai viewers now. Blocked us.
Brentford.
Similar neck to all of them at the moment. But what's the
There's
black
some
bit in the
horrible
front there?
material as well, like Umbro again.
I mean,
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't really like the black on the sleeves
I don't
as well.
like the
Just
black on the sleeves. Unnecessary.
yeah,
Just make the sleeves
bad.
red.
yeah.
Oh, what are you giving it?
I'm going 2,
Yeah,
and I want to move on. I don't even want to talk about this one.
Yeah, 1.
2, 1, 2.
Horrible.
Oh, nothing.
Burnley. They've gone collar.
That's do you know-
So Burnley, isn't it?
is that it? It's just basic Burnley.
Peely, mate.
I can see Peely wearing that. Like, I think he probably did wear that 10, 20 years ago.
Every year's
It's the same kit.
Every year's the same. 0. Go again.
If it ain't
Zero.
broke, if it ain't broke,
yeah.
don't fix it.
Claret,
I really
any other
don't like the
claret?
sponsor. Why have they got like?
But what can you wait? What can you do? Surely the sponsor chooses what they put on your shirt.
Yeah, no,
you
but-
can't just put like W8 in like a different font.
No, but they
Or
can
just
make
make it
that
smaller.
the W above. Yeah, just make it a bit smaller or something. It's too.
Maybe
it's
that's
too much.
That's the
W
logo size. You know what I mean?
1. No, 2. 2. I like it apart from
Yeah, I'll
the
give it a
sponsor.
1 because of Peely. 1 Peely.
Going 3.
Oh, yeah,
I like the fact it's like a bit retro, similar like the collar.
I'm gonna go 3.
You see me wearing that in a pair
yeah,
of jeans
3.
if I
2.
ever like
I got
2. Well,
2.
it's growing on us. We'll come back to it at the end. We might give it a 4.
Sponsor.
Chelsea, go on, Chicky. I know you want to talk about this one.
What?
See, right
That's not.
now,
that's not cute.
yeah, it is the one on the left there. So
Raza.
I struggle a little bit with colours. That's not the normal Chelsea colour, is it? Or is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Chelsea.
It looks like a train.
blue.
You know what
They
it
got
looks like to
dark
me? It
blue
looks like a
more, yeah.
training top.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is that the match day?
Yeah, that's but it's retro. That's like old school. That's what they've gone
Basic,
for.
just basic.
Is it old school though, with the sleeves
Again,
like
the
that
ki-
and no collar?
Again,
and
the,
But it-
the badge. The badge.
it's just it's just one color. That's why it's old school. It's not actually an old school like looking top.
No, but as in the
Like look at the logo.
the plainness of it, but then a modern twist.
So they coloured the logo as well.
I don't like the
badge.
coloured logo, but I
badge,
like
sorry.
that it's plain.
If Raheem Sterling looks like not great in it, imagine what some geezer down the pub's gonna look like in that.
That's you know what the problem. You know the problem with shirts, right? Like when they made shirts skin tight, you know, and because like players pull
Yeah,
it.
the
like,
Kappa ones come
Who's going to
out.
be pulling me down the pub? You know what I mean? Getting a yellow, stopping me getting to the bar, and stopping my counter attack. You know what I mean? Like I could just have a regular t-shirt.
I
mate.
can't see a
Do I
geezer
look
down the
like I
pub
need
in
a
that.
skin tight top?
Nah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Imagine, yeah, walk around at 100
Yeah.
kgs.
What are we gonna
and
give it? We've got a few to do, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.
2.
I like it, but there's a couple of things that need improving.
3.
Done. Palace.
Big improvement.
Do you reckon I like last year's better? I like this, but
I'm not being funny, right? Terrible for the away team if they wear blue or red, because you're both out there.
True, and there's a
Secondly,
lot.
if you're facing one way, you're passing a blue. If you're facing the other way, you've got to pass to a red. Like,
It's true.
you know what I
It is
mean?
true.
I'll be like, Gaff, I don't know who I'm passing to.
It could be confusing.
That's confusing, mate.
I think it's just bog standard. I like theirs last year better.
Looks
I
like,
think they've
the
downgraded.
Spider-Man stuff in the background. Is that like a web on the top there? What's that?
That's a bit of graffiti.
Or is that a palace? What is that?
It's a
supposed to
palace,
be?
I think.
Is it?
Oh, you mean on the kit?
Yeah, that little detail in
That's
there.
nice. Yeah, nice. Like
I'm
that.
just going to give it a 3.
Yeah,
2. You like it?
3. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't mind it. But you've made me think with the old. If he's facing one way, you're playing in blue.
You know, forget what I'm playing with.
Honestly, oh my god.
Everton.
What is that?
Hummel. Collar.
I hate a collar like that. Oh, I can't.
You're not having it.
Where you going, mate? You're playing sport, right?
But if you're down the pub, you won't want your collar on a hot day. Whip it up, Cantona.
True.
You'll never get
Cantona,
no
yes.
collars, no Cantonas. That's what the guy asked
Cantona,
for.
yes. That no.
Charisma for the collar.
Yeah, no. Go on.
Not a big fan.
2. I just don't think.
It's even
2.
got buttons. It's got
One.
buttons. No.
2.
1.
I'm going 1.
It's got buttons.
2-1-1. Fair enough. Fulham. By the way, someone on Twitter
What is this?
said, what was it? Something like they look like they've just they're on the news. They've just had their pub robbed.
Mate, I'm not joking. The first thing I thought when I saw it, 'cause that's Richard. The first thing I thought is, is that the landlord and his wife, like unhappy with the cost of living going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's what I thought.
That's exactly it.
Sorry, Mr. Rich.
I like the kit though.
Yeah.
I'm going 4. I like the red stripes, but the white the other side.
The red and white different again.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And the design going down.
Generally like Adidas kits. I'm 3. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, 3 because of the red and the white. Just
Yeah.
keep it the same.
Maybe
Just
sort
keep
of
it the
sports
same.
players we'd like it better.
Just like I like it more symmetrical.
This is
Just
honestly, it
love
just
that.
bores me. There's a,
I like it.
Perfect. It's perfect.
That's a good kit.
It's perfect.
really.
Yeah,
If
the
you're not-
colour, just
If you're not,
I think it's
enjoying
Nike,
that,
which
red-
makes it good. But
the white trim of the neck and the.
I do agree.
It's got enough.
So
the 2
nice.
colours. I hate when it's like 3 or 4 colours. It just gets
Yeah,
confusing.
that's fucking
Nice red colour, a little bit.
I'd
of
like
pattern
to
in
see the
back.
full kit. I would like to see the full kit of this. Have they got red shorts and red socks with white
Yeah,
trim?
yeah, they
Because
will.
that would be wicked.
Yeah, they will.
That'd
like a
be
post
wicked.
box.
That's a
Yeah.
5.
That's a 5.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
a 5.
like the logo.
I'm going
Badge.
3.
Chick, don't leave me.
That Nike and the collar and the sleeves are good, but
What are you changing on that? What are you giving it some oomph with the like little design on it or something?
yeah, I think
Worry about the collar
the
getting
sponsor
dirty.
annoys me. I feel like I need to stop
sponsor.
letting the sponsor bother me, but
Just let down on that.
it is.
At least it's white and it kind of fits in.
Yeah.
It's not like a random yellow.
Yeah.
You know what
gold,
I mean?
like on that other
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
yeah, like,
like gold W.
3 different colours are added to you.
So what are you going for?
I'm 5.
5. It's a 5.
3 for me. Luton Town.
Look at the state of that.
There's
Like,
a
the
lot
quality-
going on there,
The
isn't there?
quality of that looks terrible.
Why have cotton when you can have silk? You know what I mean? Rolling around in your pajamas.
When that gets wet, that's annoying as well. It's probably heavy.
You know, you get the static.
I think
It would be, wouldn't
Get
it?
some static.
I
out of
think they've gone. That would have been a retro design. That's what I'm guessing. They've gone for like a remake.
that. When was it? Was it like the 90s where the kits all
Yeah.
got a bit crazy?
Yeah.
Nah,
And there were some crazy kits, especially
Look.
keeper kits.
not good.
It's
Nah.
just it. I reckon if you're a Luton fan, there might be some
Well,
meaning
if you
behind
tied
that.
some history behind it, like
I
the good
reckon
years.
it might be all right. But for us, with not, look, 2.
2.
1. Puma, doggy.
Man City.
Don't mind it.
Yeah.
A little bit going on in the middle there, and there with a bit extra
the
detail.
V-neck done
Yeah.
me again.
I'm not a fan of the V-neck.
I'm liking kits with just 2 colours, just like the white and then boom, just the main colour.
I like it. Nice blue.
Yeah.
I do like it. I'm going to go 4.
4.
The collars, yeah, it's not a 5, it's a 4.
Yeah,
for me.
4.
I agree.
Go back to the sponsor. Etihad Airway look nice. Put that on the Liverpool kit.
Yeah.
Parker.
Yeah. That would probably change my rating massively for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I agree. Good shout.
That-
Man United.
That team view is rubbish.
Oh, it's killed it. Why so high?
Team.
It looks. To be fair, it's not. I don't mind the shirt. That's. I
right.
just can't take my eyes off that. I
Yeah,
guess that's the
it
point. Innit?
ruins
The
it,
point
yeah,
is his
it-
eyes on that. Innit?
But it is.
Marketer's dream.
They've killed
It
it.
is too high.
It's high.
Maybe it's just a small shirt.
But the shirt is good.
I don't mind the shirt.
But you got to have that on the front. You can't buy that without it.
No, but I know Chicky's going to get annoyed and say, "Oh, well, that's the logo. You can't change the logo."
It's their
but
brand. Just put it here. Give us 20 mil, and we'll just chuck it on the collar here.
Look,
I'll
for
put it on the inside.
That genius, like quality. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
We all like
Brilliant.
Doc
Yeah.
Martens as well,
Like,
don't we?
You know what I mean? It's solid.
like that, unbelievable.
Nah.
Lucky it's facing the other way. Probably got that sponsor.
I'm giving that a 3.
Terry's Chip Shop.
I'm going to go 3. I think it's got so much potential to be a
Do you like
5.
the collar with the little.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like the black stripes.
I prefer it if it's just completely a 3 standard.
Yeah, I'm going 3 as
Three.
well. Would have
Three.
gone 4 if that
Yeah, that
team
thing.
viewing wasn't in view. What is that?
It's your make again. What's it? Because
Yeah, I just think their badge. Look,
is that a FIFA picture?
yeah, it's the best
Your badge,
picture.
looks like, your badge looks like your mum sewed it on. You know what I mean? look like it's come off. He's just sewing it on.
I mean, it's just a 3. Like I'm not really having that Castori.
I'm on a 2. I think those kits are normally better. Could do better with that.
Man U's
2.
Man U's is better, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna go 2.
Yeah,
I'm changing my mind 2.
2.
You can follow. It's okay. Collar being all white, it's weird, don't it? Yeah.
I think if the collar was navy, like the sleeves, it would be
that'd be
class.
That bit there, what's that?
That'd be
for?
nice.
Which bit?
Yeah, like the strap.
The strap type thing.
Oh, so their GPS fits nicely.
Yeah, in the pub again.
They should be built into the shirts.
Yeah, so
Save
my man at
washing
the
up
bar.
on bibs and that.
Yeah, my man at the bar can fucking
3.
use it.
3 just because I can't do halves because I told myself I can't.
3.
If not, I'd be on a 2.5.
Fairly standard.
Come on, you
I'm
irons.
forever blowing bubbles.
We've got the bubbles in there
Bubbles
as well. That's
in
pretty
here.
cool.
Do you like the
Irons.
bubbles? Because he's not really having it.
No, but
they're
the fact
off.
it means something to them and it's a song, like I feel like it's nice that they've tied in some
We used to have
of
it on
the
our old
fans
feeler
into
kit
the into
back
the
in the
kit.
day. We
Yeah,
used to have it, yeah.
so it's not the first. It's not an original idea then.
Nah, but that's a bit like, that's not the same bubbles.
I like the shirt without the bubbles. I'd probably like it more.
Yeah, I'm
same.
the same
Agree.
feeling.
Agree.
You should be able to buy it with bubbles or without. Like I'm not really
Should
a
be a
super
choice.
fan, so I don't want the bubbles. Don't know the words.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm going to go without bubbles, and that should be like your level of fanship.
You
I'm
know-
happy to wear a crapper shirt.
You know what?
I'm a
They're
big
doing
fan.
now.
No.
If they're sponsored by a betting company or Cambridge United, like a brewery, you have the junior kits are different with different sponsors.
Well, yeah, you can't have gambling and alcohol on kids, can you?
Why not? I used to.
Just give them a ciggy as they run out.
I used to.
Why not, Rogz? Maybe we're installing some bad habits.
But they'll
in
let
our
them
children.
wear Maccas on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macca's was on.
Where does it
everything
end,
back in the
Chicky?
day.
Where does it end?
Don't know, mate.
I like it. I'm not having the bubbles. I think
Subway.
I think the bubbles
That's where it
is a
I've
good.
decided. I've actually got your point. Subways as far as I'll go.
I think it's a good kit. I think the bubbles is a good idea, but it's just very badly designed on
Yeah,
that.
badly done.
Where would you put your bubbles?
At the bottom.
Well, like here.
Yeah, I'd have all the bubbles around the bottom. I'd have more.
It's
More.
the kit is a potential 5,
Yeah.
but because of the bubbles, I would go 3.5, but you're not gonna let me out. I'm gonna go 3, standard.
I'm going to go 4, and I'm going to colour in my bubbles. Do a touch-up job.
I'm going to do a 5. 5.
Yeah, he has to.
It's just-
Yeah,
it's
Yes.
just a
solid
choice.
kit.
Last but not least,
It's your best kit yet.
we've gone a
Oh.
bit retro here.
What's the B for?
That's the brewery, mate.
Nice.
Brew
Oh,
board.
yeah,
Brew board.
Brew board.
Got some good models down in Cambridge.
It's definitely retro, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
it looks like the old Arsenal kit.
yeah. I know the one you
Remember that
mean.
one,
yeah.
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Not sure if you put them next to each other, they look nothing alike, but I don't mind it.
When it first come out, I just wasn't sure at all. But look,
I like it.
I wish the collar was just round.
Yep.
I think that would have made it better. It's Cambridge, so I've got to. I'm giving it a 5.
Are you enjoying?
But
Are you enjoying your sponsor logo?
Yeah, you've just changed it. I think it's much better. The old one was.
Feel like a kid's
tragic.
just written
It-
B in the middle.
Yeah,
of
with a big black pearl,
The-
like Sharpie.
the supporters are debating a lot about that.
Done on your exam result.
There's
Kit's a B.
yeah.
That's what I
The
reckon's
sponsors get a mixed review from supporters, but
because of its alcohol or because
no, just because of the way it looks.
the
Like you
design.
said, it looks like someone's just scribbled a B. And also, I don't know about like just having white on the kit. I don't know. Some say it breaks it up, some like it, some don't.
so the circle's part of that logo, obviously, yeah, that white circle.
Because it's Cambridge, I'm giving it a 5. But really, my rating is it would be so much better if the collar was
Rounded.
rounded. I do think that would make a big difference. And I kind of like it when the collar matches the sleeve bits.
Yeah.
You know how it's different? I would do it the same.
Yeah.
You know how it's black with the amber through it?
Yeah.
I would do the same on the
Or
sleeves.
do the white on the
I don't
sleeves,
think
either
I'd
one.
buy it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy it.
What do you mean? We're going home in September.
I
thought we were gonna go to the club shop.
I prefer some of the older ones. I'd probably go get a retro one.
Yeah, cool.
as opposed to this new one.
What are you giving it,
Even
Joe?
though it's a retro
I'm
style.
giving it a 4 because I've seen the Hummel kit and that was
You weren't having it.
awful, man. So,
Oh,
that,
really?
and,
So this
and
is an upgrade?
it's a massive upgrade.
I'll go 3 for me.
It's a big
3.
upgrade.
Mm,
Yeah. Is that all kits done?
You're
That's
fine,
all the
isn't it?
kit's done.
Sweet.
Solid. So what was the best kit? Liverpool. I think
Liverpool.
out
Me.
of the ratings.
Yeah. Yeah,
Non-biased
by
Liverpool.
the ratings.
Liverpool.
I went Adidas Arsenal.
Yeah,
I
that was
enjoy that
nice.
kit.
That
It's
was
good. It's
nice.
got the
Up there.
gold
It was
in
a
there.
4, I think
Nice.
I'd give it. It was
Yeah,
alright.
Yeah.
that's a nice kit.
Oh, you both give Liverpool a 5, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good
What
episode.
did you give it?
What? Liverpool 3.
13 in total.
So what did the Arsenal kit? I gave it a 4.
Arsenal might have gotten over. I think
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4.
I'll give it a
Do you know
5.
what? I can't actually remember.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
So
I
maybe
think
Arsenal
you give it 5.
then.
Yeah. Arsenal's kit.
13,
Yeah.
13.
Arsenal's kit got the best rating.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
It's
it's
decent.
the most all round. It's got the best all
Wait
round.
there, if it's 5-4-4, one's 5-5-3, they're the same, isn't they? They're both 30.
Got a tie.
Quick maths.
Yeah, but because I'm hosting the show.
Oh, wait, you get final vote.
Yeah,
so if
that's-
there's a draw,
If anyone was thinking we were struggling with the maths there, we
You-
weren't. I just made an executive decision.
My vote's a double.
But yeah, basically.
Nice.
What an episode.
No,
if
good.
if people enjoyed that, by the way, we always tell people to comment.
Coming
And people don't.
kit.
And then if you like what we've just done, we'll do the away kits.
Yeah, we'll do some.
Even if they don't, let's do it. I enjoyed it. Fuck it.
National team kits, we can go all the way with
Man.
it. There's endless kits.
Championship
You know what I
Saudi
mean?
kits.
Saudi kits.
kits.
Got to
Saudi
be in there, you know
kits.
what I mean? When we're doing Iceland 5th Division kits, episode 3000, we know we're on a winner.
Good episode, boys.
Nah,
A
quality.
lot of fun.
Quality. Cheers for having me, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Class.
Pleasure.
Like and subscribe.